All right, how we doing? Yeah, it's finally up. I'm gonna start making videos now. I know there's been a lot of people that's been providing content that's gonna probably be happy since I guess I'm kind of known to make my opinions known in the comments section. But to be fair, I'm really not. I don't want to say a combative person, but I'm not a person that just jump somebody's bones without me having a reason to. The way I do it might be wrong sometimes, and I get out of hand. Sometimes I apologize about that, but that's just I've learned to accept who I am, and I've gotten a lot better with it. If you'd have known me 10 years ago, you wouldn't even think I'm the same person. But for what it is, that's that. A little bit of background. I've been charting the markets for shit ever since I graduated college in economics in 2010. After I realized that I wasn't going to be taught to be making any money in banking or trading, I decided to take it upon myself to learn how to basically chart price. And after I got a little break, I guess he's an advisor now with some financial advisor, broker from California. I used to follow on Twitter, sent me a couple of books to read, and that's how I started doing harmonic trading. Uh, Scott Carney, I think he was the originator of the system in the late 90s, early 2000s. He has it all documented in his books from the 2008 crisis, how he did it with harmonics. It's all documented. So, I mean, people come and tell you now, especially now with these algorithms and everything, that harmonics don't work, or basically chart just regular chart analysis, technical analysis isn't valid anymore. But I think they're crazy, and a lot of other traditional classical TAs like Peter Grant will tell you the same thing. I mean, granted, it's not as easy to pick out patterns anymore. Especially with periods of low volatility that's done to the euro, especially in the past year, which I won't even get into that. That's a whole nother story. But I just wanted to do a short video basically today because I am an astrology practicer too, which I will be doing some videos on sports betting. I use astrology to bet on sports. Usually it's baseball, hockey, and football. I try to stay away from basketball, but really just stated games that are score 1 for 1. I like those better. Like baseball, 1 run you get for 1 run scored, or even though football is a little better than that, it's 6 points you get. Just the way my scaling system I have it from where I learned how to do this, which was in Gambler's Dharma, a book by Simon Charkowski. After reading the book and utilizing his methods, I've just found, and it's a great book, recommend to anybody. I've just found that I had to slide the scaling system a little bit more, um, using like betting on basketball games and stuff. So, but that's about it. I just wanted to say hi, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna basically. I'm about to start a website and everything to offer some services. I mean, I figured I did say on Twitter a long time ago that I would never do this, but hey, the way I'm looking at it now, they got so many fucking people doing this, and they don't know what they're doing. So if people that are making money that are giving wrong advice are doing this, well, I think that's where I could step in and provide a service to give you right advice, um, for less money, and not losing money for sure. Well, I can't say for sure, but I mean, my record speaks for itself. I'm going to link you to all my work and everything, but I'm going to give you some basic charts. We go big to small. That's how I chart. I chart from a big to small time frame. I usually like to stick with my longer time frames, you know, my swing setups for the 4 and daily charts, but everything that I get is coming from the monthly and weekly. No setup I get will run counterintuitive to the overall trend. But this is going to be the dollar index, and I've been right all year. Everybody's been screaming for the dollar to go down. Well, I got news for them. The dollar is still, I hope this screenshot's showing, from 2008, it's still in an uptrend. And as you can see, when we bottomed, well, not bottom, when we corrected at the beginning of the year in January of 2018, from what I'm looking at right here, from 2008 to 2018, 10 years, yeah, we got an ABCD pattern, but this C point right here, guess what? There's still possibility for 5 waves up right here. Even though we're in a 5-year reverse ABCD pattern that I've called since the beginning of the year, that we've actually tucked off of last week, and I'm talking about to the T. 99.45, 99.5 is where this thing's supposed to puke. Now look, 96, I've been saying this since the end of 2017. 96 is the bear bull line in the dollar index, all right? And until we go past 96 or 95.5 in the dollar, I don't care who you are, you crazy to want to be shorting this. Now, like we get past 96, you see we top this 50 right here, and then you'll have confirmation. You're going for an ABC back to the downside, targeting 85, 82. Still within that correction, if this does become an ABC from 2018, 1, 2, 3, right here, and we go back down 1, 2, 3 here, we're still in a bullish pattern until we break 80. And once we break 80, then there will be shit. Ain't nobody gonna want to talk about dollar strength. We go past 80. But what I'm saying is, if we do this, we still at 1, 2, 3, bam, to the up. This correction off this 98, 2000 drop is still what we're doing. We're retracing all of 2000. Huh. I mean, it's basically what's going on right here. We're price in 2019 is retracing the past 20 years of price action. Well, I mean, everything's based off of this drop from 2001 to 2008. And that coincides with, if you would look at the yuan, sorry. I don't think the TradingViews data goes back that far to show you in 2001, but well, look, I'll check it out. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. But if you're, it's just the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's what China loaded up on all that debt, and when they shouldn't have, and now they're basically the risk in the whole system. Because after 2008, when they should have tightened and got their shit in order like the plan was since 2000 to open their accounts and everything, which they still haven't done. It's basically, this is the big imbalance in global markets right here. It's all it is. It's trying to find equilibrium, giving weighting to the yuan, because the euro sure as fuck. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but I just don't. I've been saying I don't see any signs of them getting out of any recession, especially with those wonks making policy over there. Lagarde, I mean, those people just, I don't know. It's just Japan, I guess, the next experience. But yeah, so back to what I was saying, the dollar index. Until we break 96, I'm not even gonna, because I'll sound like a broken record, and people get mad. I mean, because my chance hadn't changed. But fuck, price has been consolidating for 5 years within a 87, you know, a 25-point range. And people don't get that. Even though we hit 88 at the beginning of the year, we came up quick. By July, we're already back. We've already banged 96. Now, granted, we came back, but it was making the support that what we have now. So I'm just going to give you the dollar index. I plan on coming online every day. I'm going to be giving you what I see in the markets. I'm not going to give you how I do it, enter my trades or everything. You know, that's going to be a service. Yeah, I know. I had a guy I heard not too long ago saying astrology, since he's been studying it, basically the service that provided him was basically going back on mostly everything he said he wouldn't do in his life. And then I tell you what, I don't want to take it that far, but I'm kind of used to that. I'm an Aries, man. I'm hard-headed. I'm Aries and Taurus. So I'm an Aries sun, Taurus moon, Gemini rising. So, I mean, I'm hard-headed. That's clear as day, but not ignorant, you know. And usually when I see something and I'm wrong, I'm not scared to say I'm wrong. If that was the case, I wouldn't be in this business that I'm in, because you can't be scared to be wrong. I think that's what a lot of newcomer astrologers I see on YouTube and everything, basically, I don't want to say why they're not good astrologers, but they for one, they get stuck up in the modern methodologies of deconstructing the charts, which I don't agree with. I'm strictly traditional. I believe astrology is faith-based, not psychological. And fuck, I mean, you got years to prove that, you know, years and years of evidence of charts of people, the Indians doing it. I mean, it's faith-based. Now, whether all astrology readings are true, I mean, hell no. I mean, they're not. I mean, I believe it's a divine gift that God gives to somebody that's in need, that needs a reading, and He'll use that person and the planets to shed light for that person through an astrologer. With that being said, I don't plan on being an astrologer that does readings. That's just not my thing. Ever since I started studying this, like 3 years ago, it's always been on my mind that I wouldn't go that route. But it's always also been on my mind to want to help, to be a part of a group or groups of people that actually show that this is legit. Because I mean, we get so caught up and wrapped up in everyday, you know, emotions throughout the day in our lives. But you stop and think about it, and this is the study of time. That's all astrology is the study of time, because there is no other way. Well, at least that not that I know of, and the ancients knew of, from measuring time was by the planets. I mean, that's it. All our calendars and everything are based on this. So if you have a good birth time, you got a snapshot of the sky of what was going on at that particular point in time. But anyway, I just wanted to say hi and let y'all know that I'm in it. I'm putting myself out there. I'm ready. I'm ready for the comments to come in. People might even call me a troll before, and I'm sorry that's how you feel. I'm really not. I will be working on my delivery for debating, and not debating, but really just general conversation because I know I may have issues. When I think I'm right, I think I'm right, and I've always been like that, and I'm not gonna do anything else. Uh, Usually, if I see a lot of, I'm not gonna run with the crowd. You know, it's just I've never been like that. Uh, I'm a pack leader. I'm not a pack follower. I've never been like that in my life. I've had failures. I've had many of them. I know that's also a part of life, but I'm just not gonna uh, blindly believe things and follow things that just because society or the consensus says to. If not, I wouldn't have been an economics major. I mean, that's basically the point of what we do. You know, we don't run with the crowds. We test the crowds. But anyway, I want to say hi from Louisiana. That's where I'm at. I'm in the crawfish ponds in South Louisiana, giving you what I think is going to be grade A market service and commentary on politics, economics, and finance. And we'll even get a little bit of entertainment with sports. I'm a sports. I've been an athlete all my life. Well, the younger part of my life, should I say? You know, I was an athlete, but got into drugs and all that shit. Whatever. I had a little scholarship offer when I was a sophomore, but other than that, got into drugs and all that shit fell out of whack. But still love it, and I still keep up with baseball and football, and I'm gonna try and give 2 shows a day, one at 5:30 in the morning to see where the Open before New York, and then I'm gonna come at you again, hopefully at 5 in the afternoon to lock in our baseball picks before 6 p.m. because that's usually what time baseball games kick off on the East Coast. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So at 5 p.m., we should be able to get the lines where we want from seeing where they move from in the morning to now, and see if we can find any good shots to getting in some ball games. I picked the Braves. I picked the Braves. That's how I'm an underdogs, man. I had the Braves and the Twins. They had the Braves as I want to say a 178 underdog the other day. No, it was like plus 140. I'd say, well, I'll give the Twins 2 runs. I got them at plus 300. I got the Braves, and they beat the shit out of the Twins too. I'm not gonna come at you with no oh, this pitcher's been on. I'm not gonna get all them fucking stats like that in baseball. I'm not gonna get that. Now, if you want that, go to Sports Talk, Wager Talk, Marco and them guys, those professionals. That's what they do. That's not what I do. That's noise to me, basically, because basically when I look at a horoscope, and I've seen it with my own, I mean, that's just, the stars don't lie. Sometimes your interpretation of the stars lie, but the stars don't. So I mainly use astrology to find very, very good underdogs for great wagers, because when you start betting, every day in baseball, you get the Yankees, like the Yankees playing the Orioles, and the Yankees. How much money are you gonna bet? Make betting the Yankees at plus 2. I mean, minus 250. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. It's wasting my fucking time. But if I can find an astrology chart, an event chart that says the underdog, it's in their mojo, well, then that's a different story. That's basically what I use astrology for, is to leverage underdogs' earnings potential, basically. So that's it. I don't know how long I went longer than what I thought. Shit, maybe I do talk too much. All right, thank y'all.